our discussion of the forces and moments on an aircraft are going to be divided up into two categories. We're going to be looking at longitudinal forces and moments and lateral forces and moments. And the way we divide this up is we imagine that the aircraft is symmetric about the XZ plane. Okay, so most aircraft are very close to symmetric about this XZ plane. So you can imagine cutting a plane through the center of this aircraft. And the forces and moments that lie in that plane are the force in the x direction. This is the longitudinal force and moments, force in the x direction, the force in the z direction, and then the moment about the y-axis. That's our pitch axis. Okay, so we're talking about forces in this direction, we're talking about forces in this direction, and then a moment about the y-axis, so this aircraft could pitch up and down, nose up and nose down. So those are our longitudinal forces and moments. And by the way, force in the x and force in the z direction are related to lift and drag. So we'll be discussing those. Lift and drag are just a rotation, just like in when we looked at airfoils, it's a rotation through the angle of attack. Well, that's something similar here. So drag is mostly aligned with x, but it's not exactly aligned with x because we're rotated by an angle of attack, and then lift is in the opposite direction of z, and but not exactly, that'll be rotated by angle of attack. So anyway, these are our longitudinal forces and moments, and then our lateral forces and moments are everything that's left. So this would be the force in the y direction. We call that our side force. Moment about the x-axis, that's a rolling moment, and moment about the z-axis, that's our yawing moment. So we'll be discussing first the forces and moments, or the longitudinal forces and moments, and once we have a solid grasp on that, then we'll move to lateral forces and moments, and that's how we'll kind of divide up our study in the coming lessons.